Today is the 24th of December, and I went out with a friend in the village just to have some food and talk and walk around. Well, I used to be such a big fan of shopping at one point in my life. Like, that was something that I would get excited about, and I could spend hours just walking around in shops and I would really I gained quite a lot of excitement and happiness from it at that time when I was a teenager. But now when I go to these places, I see all these people. To begin with, I am a very social person, but I hate crowds. I am one of those people, like, I hate crowds. Like, I feel so exhausted and annoyed and stressed and totally uncomfortable when I am in crowds, and I will do anything to avoid crowds. So I just want to run away and go somewhere quiet and where I am just breathing again. There is not that all kinds of people. I don't like to be in such environments, and I get totally disturbed and distracted. So that is a total turn off for me. And number two, I feel like people just waste so much money on things which are not really that important. And I am also one of those people. At least I used to be one of those people. But when I look at these people, I wake up and I tell myself that I'm working so hard just to get a bit of money, and now I'm throwing everything on such items such as makeup. Sometimes you don't even realize how much money you waste on makeup. Not just makeup, but many things that we believe will bring us happiness. And that's the irony, actually. That's actually the point where you realize that you're never going to feel full with objects, and materialism is just going to make you feel frustrated and make you want to buy more and more and more. And we all know that the initial joy that we get out of it, it never lasts long. So we just feel like we have to buy more and more. So that is something that makes me wonder, like, now I hope that I'm able to save up and not just throw money on such things. And I also sometimes, when I go out and I see all these people like really dressed up and with their faces painted with makeup and all kinds of jewelry and clothes, like trying too hard to look good. And I don't have anything against that. Actually, I am one of those people too. I don't know from when actually I started to become enslaved by these notions, like to the point where I can't even go out without makeup, without tons of makeup, and really feeling really aware of people's eyes or opinions, etc. And it's like you don't even feel enough, you don't feel beautiful naturally. When I was a teenager, I remember 18, 16, 17, 18 years old, I used to have quite a lot of success with the masculine, how would I say, gender. And why am I saying that? Because at that time I was very, very, very simple and natural. I was so kind of geeky, even with my glasses, very innocent looking, very minimal kind of things going on my face, etc. Very natural. And the thing is, when I became a teenager and I went to university, I was still quite okay. But then when I started to become an adult, slowly, I don't know why or how, but slowly I started to become very, very much enslaved by makeup, and I would never really go out without tons of makeup. And I talk about makeup a lot because it is very subtle, the way you spend so much money on makeup because you feel like somehow you will look better, and if you look better you will gain more admirers, and if you gain more admirers, all lovers, you will be more happy. I think social media has really created that notion and manipulate us into thinking that way, and we are unable to really wake up and free ourselves from that, including I myself. I am not free from it. I have a problem, and I hope I hope that I can be free of it, because now I'm sick when I think about how much time I spend wearing all that makeup, or all the money that I have gone into buying makeup. And what is the end result? Has it made me more confident? Has it brought me more love in my life? Has it made me more happy today? No. I will be very honest and tell you that no. I just feel like it's a kind of drug you can't really see. You can't get any results out of it, but yet you keep doing it and doing it. But sometimes you reach a point where you're just saturated and you just don't want to be doing that. I don't want to be high maintenance. So that's actually something that very often makes me think, like, whether it is in terms of my finances or in terms of my looks or in terms of how I conduct myself in my life, I don't want to be high maintenance. Just like when you go out and you pack your bag with you, so you carry all kinds of things that you can't live without, so to speak. And when you're looking for something, you have this stress that you have to search and browse your entire bag and all these contents and objects spilling. And when you go to stay over somewhere, you have to carry your whole world with you, so it becomes kind of a burden at one point and overwhelming. So like, for example, right now, I just feel like, I don't want to be feeling so worried or concerned about what other people think about me. And especially when it comes to appearances, which is, I am really surprised actually, because I am a kind of person who is very intellectual, spiritual, and I am mostly concerned about a person's character and the way you talk, who you are inside, your values, your personality, the way you articulate yourself or your vision, etc. So it has nothing really to do with appearances. Of course, I love to look good, I love to feel good, and that's precisely the problem. Like, I have been probably devoting way too much time and energy and emotions in embellishing that exterior and external side of me, and it hasn't really made any difference. And I still, not only I don't feel more confident, but I feel enslaved by those things. Like, if I go out without makeup, with all my blemishes and my glosses and no contact lenses, no like elaborate hair color styling, I will be ugly. But I think that I need to rediscover what beauty really means, and I need to embrace myself the way I am naturally, because otherwise I am never going to feel enough. So pay attention. I used to also, when I look at these YouTubers talking about how they have stopped wearing makeup, some of them are still lying. They still have a lot of mascara going on and a lip gloss, and they call it no makeup. That's not no makeup. If you want to know what no makeup is, then look at Alicia Keys videos. And yeah, she's really an inspiration to me, because when you look at her and hear her talk, she is really walking the talk. So you don't come and talk about no makeup and then you're just doing it for one video. And I'm not saying that not wearing makeup is a bad thing, but it's just like unnecessary. That's the point. So at some point you feel like, this is an excess baggage draining me of my money, of my energy, and my time. So why would I want to do that? And I think God has created everyone already perfect and beautiful. We don't need all that pain to, just we are becoming slaves of those products. And just simplify your life. I guess the more you become mature and older in life, the more you have this yearning, this craving and urge to just simplify your life and eliminate all that is not essential. So those are a couple of my thoughts for today. I think it's quite of a turning point in my life. There were so many things going on, hardships and decisions to make, sometimes risks to take, drastic changes to make, and you're weighing the pros and cons. You just want to get out of some unhappy situation, but you don't want to be making a mistake. So you're just balancing the good and the bad and trying to figure out what is the best for you. So let us just keep working on ourselves and not give up. We are all connected together in that, I believe, and I really hope that I will be having a very successful YouTube channel in the years to come. That is a very, very important dream of mine. So thanks for being here. Lots of love.